Hey guys, it's Dino here from Dino's Gaming, coming to you with another tutorial. I've had a lot of requests in the comments and on over on Twitter and on Google Plus, if I remember right. People are requesting the locked door that was in my 100 subscriber world tour. So I'm going to go through a tutorial on how to build it. This is my first, what I would call somewhat difficult tutorial, so bear with me, and the editing process will hopefully make that a little bit better. Alright, so here we go. To start this build out, you need a 4 by 5 spacing. Dug down 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what you do is you come up to the left hand spot and you go over 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you go back 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you put place a block there. Go ahead and build up 2 more. Now that is where your door is going to be. I'm not going to go into everything about the directions. This is somewhat directional. Depending on the direction you're facing, it'll either sit flush or it'll have to be concaved. But with that being said, if you want more information on the directional stuff, hit me up in the comments and I'll give you a little bit more detailed information. Alright, so let's get going with the build. For this build, you're going to need some hoppers, droppers, dispenser, 1 piston, 1 button, 1 pressure plate, or 2 pressure plates, and then you ultimately need the key. Right now I'm using a tripwire hook that was renamed dinosgaming.com, and that will be the actual key that's used to get into the door. If I remember right, you need at least 24 of these. All you got to do, set them in an anvil and rename them. I think it costs 39 levels to do a whole stack of 64, but you need a minimum of 24. I just went ahead and got 32 to get going, but okay, we started with the 3 up, and this is where your door is going to be. Let's place one here. Knock that one out. Let's go down to a hopper. A hopper goes into this. Then you destroy that, fly up here. Then you need one piece of rail that I forgot. And then you need a mine cart with a hopper. Okay. And then you place the minecart with the hopper on top of there. Make sure you don't touch this, because if you move this, this will have to be totally reset in place. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build up and over, because I need to go up one more, because ultimately what we want to do is we want to push a block down into that minecart with the hopper. So we'll go back down, place a block there, and we'll go ahead and get the button out, place the button up there, and it didn't work. Oh, okay. I know why. Okay, you gotta bust this out, and then that's gonna sit on top. And again, make sure you don't mess with that. You can go ahead and get the rail out of the hopper now. You should get it out later, but just in case. Okay, now let's go ahead and place another block down here, and then you run the piston, and that pushes the block in. Then you can go ahead and bust that top one, bust that. Now you're not going to need the piston or the piston or button anymore. Alright, now for the bottom piece, you want to come back and go ahead and just put a block of your choice back there, and then you want to put a hopper into that one, and then go ahead and then destroy that block. Okay, guys, and then you want to do is you want to go ahead and grab your door. And again, depending on this part is directional, depending on which way you're facing, you'll either have to place it like that to where it'll be flush, or like that and it'll be concaved. For this way, I'm gonna go ahead and place it like that. Alright, now that we got the hoppers placed, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll go back to here, and we need a dropper now. We want to place a dropper right here going facing up. Make sure it's a dropper. You don't want it to be a dispenser. It has to be a dropper right there. And then take out your dispenser and then go up on here on top of the dropper. Again, make sure that's a dropper. See how it says dropper? And then on the top one, you go into sneak mode, and then you hop up and you place the dispenser. Get out of sneak mode. Double check. That's a dispenser. Now we take out the last hopper that we're going to need, and then we crouch place the hopper going into the dropper, which then goes into the dispenser. Again, make sure the bottom one is a dropper and the top one is a dispenser, or it will get messed up. It won't be able to return the items to you. If there's items that are thrown in that don't work as the key, again, they will be thrown out, and if that isn't a dropper down there, it will not work. Alright. Alright, guys, now that you got that set up, go ahead and get out your redstone, your comparators, and I got out a repeater. I'm not even sure if I need it, but anyway, for this, what you want to do is you want to go get your block of choice, go block, comparator, and again, make sure you don't touch that minecart, because if the minecart gets moved, you'll have to replace it and replace that block. Now what we need to do is we need to come up a block from the comparator, and then we'll go ahead and come back to like that. Then take out your redstone and run the signal from there to there, and it should connect to that comparator. Now don't worry if the signal comes out of the comparator on the side, it still will create a strong enough signal to essentially return the key back to you. Because this locked door will return the key back to you. As soon as you walk through the door, it spits the key back up. The same way that incorrect keys get spit back up. I went ahead and took another row out back here just so I can show you something on that later. Alright. Alright, guys, I'm back. I went ahead and grabbed a redstone torch. I'm just going to come through and take another section out. And then what we do is we place a redstone torch here. Now that's essentially going to lock the hopper. And then you grab your key out. The key can be, again, named anything you want. And for this tutorial, I named it dinosgaming.com, which, by the way, is the website. Check it out. It's got all the YouTube posts and everything like that. That's generally speaking where I post most of the stuff, even if it's just general chit-chat about what I've been doing and what's going to be coming up in the near future, because sometimes I don't like to post that stuff on the social media a whole lot when it's just, you know, the daily gibberish. But anyway, get your key out. Again, this one's called Dino's Gaming. You go into the top hopper here, and you want to place 4, just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then in the last slot over here on the left, you want to place 18. So you got 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And then again, if you made the minimum of 24, you'll have 2 left. Then you come down to this bottom hopper and you place 1 into there. 1 fell down, so I didn't need to do that. But anyway, as you can see, there has to be a total of 22 items in here like that. 22 of the keys, and then one of the keys down there. That will make sure that only this key, the trap door, the renamed trap door, will be accepted. Alright. Alright guys, for this last section, you take out the redstone dust. Go ahead and place redstone dust there. That goes into your block of choice. And then we need redstone dust on top of that hopper, so we go into sneak mode. Place the redstone dust up there. Now you notice it connected up with the one down there. We don't want that, so again, take out your block of choice and put your block of choice right on top of there, and then that will cut the signal. And then all you need to do is put another block of your choice on there, and that's where your pressure plate goes. Now the one last thing you're going to need to do is you want to put a wall of 3 high right behind the dispenser and dropper, and then one there. That'll make sure that the item, when it comes back up and it's dispensed back up to you, it'll dispense back up to you there. And then there's one other section you gotta be careful about where to place your blocks. And again, you could use obsidian with this if you want to make it a little bit more indestructible. That's what I did in my build, but for this tutorial I'm just using the regular cobblestone. Alright guys, the last little section I forgot is to get the door to actually open. What you do is you come back here next to the dropper and dispenser, and we need to get a comparator coming off of that dispenser. So we place a block there, then we go 2 up there, and then 1 here. Then we take out the comparator, place the comparator into that block, coming out to a repeater, which is going that way. Then what we do is we just place a block there, go into sneak mode. We need a block on the side of this hopper. Then you put dust there and dust there. And there you guys have it. And then you just fill in the rest like that. And then there's one spot you can't put, you see how that cut that off? You'll have to come up like that and then fill the rest in. Give me a second here and I'll fill this in just to demonstrate it working. Alright, there we got the frame. I'm not going to build the whole room, but let's double check and fill it in. Like I said, you just got to make sure you don't place blocks there. You don't want to get that, you don't want to cut that signal off. And then you take out your key, and then you drop the key in, and then the door opens. Then you go through, and just to double check, the door will stay open until the pressure plate is touched. Just to double check that it returns the 1 key, because again, you need to make at least 24, and if you made 24, you'll have 1 left, and when you go to test it, you'll walk through, and you'll get the key dispensed to you after the plate. Got the key back. Now when I get off the plate, the door and again, it can't be any item renamed. It's got to be a tripwire hook renamed dinosgaming.com. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. It's definitely been requested quite a few times. Looks like up to about 20 minutes after a little editing. Probably one of my longest tutorials, but hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll make sure to answer them. Alright man, you guys know the drill. Smash that like button, subscribe. Subscribe. Share it on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Yik Yak, whatever you guys are doing nowadays. Share it with your friends. I appreciate the support. Alright, you guys. Dino out. Peace.